I think we all know the answer to this. But for people that don't know, we're gonna watch this. How did Gen Z job market get so bleak? Maybe we should be asking some of the older folks that screwed us all over. Not all of us, most of us though.
It's bleak.
Basically everybody else I know who's graduated is unemployed.
It's always tough to find that first job out of school, but for Gen Z, it's even harder.
It is disheartening, but at the same time, it is because of the market. It's not really me that may be the issue.
But hold on a sec. Just a few years ago, all anyone could talk about was how hard it was to find workers.
Canada is in the middle of a huge labor shortage.
Some workers in this country are in high demand right now, and they are reaping the benefits.
Greatest economic challenge.
It's all fake. I'll try not to pause it too much, but I mean, any numbers they tell us, dude, completely fake.
In Ontario is the labor shortage.
So, a huge shift in the labor market. Let's break down.
But yeah, that's why I didn't go to college. I just didn't feel it was worth it. Seemed kind of like a scam. Plus, I didn't really like school myself.
For maybe 400 or 500 plus jobs.
Divyan Varnakumaran is graduating this month with a degree in electrical engineering. He's already applied for hundreds of jobs, but so far, no luck.
For something that you only need like 0 to 1 years of experience, they're like, oh, we found a couple more people that were more experienced. How does that make sense?
It might not make him feel any better, but he does have plenty of company. The unemployment rate for university, college, and trades grads who are under 25 is just over 11%. If we don't count the pandemic, that's the highest it's been since the late 90s. It's a big change from just a few years ago.
I just think people don't have the money, and people don't have the need for as many workers, and it's like, dude, sorry you got this degree, but it's not really, we don't need you right now.
Scrambling to fill
it's
jobs,
crazy,
and
man.
Workers were in high demand.
It was really hot.
It honestly is.
Coming out of the pandemic, which probably was never going to last.
Eventually, he says, those businesses did manage to find staff, or they just got used to doing without them.
And then following that, the interest rate hikes that the Bank of Canada put into meant to slow that inflation down. That probably also slowed overall economic conditions with impacts on hiring appetite.
Then, of course, Donald Trump returned to the White House, and we all know what happened after that.
The president will be implementing tomorrow a 25% tariffs.
And now the trade war is officially on with the retaliation by China.
All of that back and forth over trade and
this
tariffs
country's we're screwed. I mean, I don't know what people are gonna do, especially Gen Z. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, and I have a plan, you know.
Exactly.
It's been crazy out here, man.
So when businesses have uncertainty, they sometimes will pause hiring.
Tim Lang is with a national organization that helps youth find jobs.
We deal with thousands of small businesses as well, and if they might hire 2 people, maybe they'll hire 1, and if you multiply that by thousands of businesses, that's like a 50% drop.
Not only are employers more cautious about hiring, there's also lots of competition for jobs that are available. In recent years, the population of young people has been growing even faster than the rest of the population, partly because of the rise in non-permanent residents.
The surge in job seekers coming from abroad at a time when the economic situation has been softening has been sort of like 2 trends that together have created a weaker environment.
It's not just that youth have to compete against each other. In some cases, they might also be competing against workers who already have jobs.
Many individuals.
That's what I'm saying too. You go to school, right, and then you get out, and there's still a dude who is doing your job for years. How are you supposed to compete with him?
Overqualified for more entry-level roles that are traditionally filled with youth or recent grads. These individuals are taking on secondary jobs to be able to sustain themselves with the inflation that we're seeing, the rising cost of living.
And so that's bumping out people who are fresh out of school.
Hi, I'm from Ribbon, calling about your AI-powered interview.
To make matters worse, sometimes the competition isn't even human.
Some of the more routine, mundane tasks that used to be maybe be filled by a summer student or a co-op student or a summer job opportunity are now being automated.
That is true. There's a lot of automation going on and nobody's really speaking about it. I mean, dude, like this could be freaking robots, man. You know, you never know. They're already pretty much here.
It's hard to know just.
That's why, dude, I'm saying I couldn't, man.
But it's certainly one challenge previous generations.
Going to college, I feel like it's
never
risky
had to
kind of
deal with.
nowadays.
So we're seeing, I think, a decrease in the opportunities, the entry-level opportunities for young people to enter kind of their professions of choice.
Seems like good memories, but I just don't
Now,
trust
if
it.
they can't find a job in their field right away, is it really a problem?
And the answer to that is it depends.
According to a Statistics Canada study from a couple years ago, it's not unusual if your first job out of university or college isn't the job you trained for. Where this does become a problem is if the economy falls into a deep recession. Young people who graduate in those conditions could end up making less money in the long term.
Well, whether this is a temporary blemish or a long-term scar really depends upon the macro climate.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. For all the bad news, grads
Yes. Everybody loves him. It's amazing. Everything is great. I feel like, dude, this is going to be dangerous, man. I'm telling you, man, they're creating a system where literally there's going to be nothing people can do. Nothing you can do. And, bro, they're trying to start a revolution, man. It's getting crazy out here, man. Let me know if you guys like this. See you guys in the next video, man. Deuce.